Can we talk about being humane for a moment? So one day I walked inside a store where they sell theme party things. So as I did my shopping, I called for help from one of the storekeepers. So the two ladies were not as friendly as they ought to be to the customers. So I walked around and I heard the other one saying to her co-worker, "You know, this boss of ours is not being fair. He had his lunch meal. What about us? Since in the morning we haven't eaten anything, and now it's not easy for us to concentrate." And so as I walked home that day, it dawned on me that in our quest for riches, power, and being in control, do we end up losing being humane? Okay, let me first define the meaning of humane. It is defined as showing compassion, sympathy, or consideration towards others. Well, I believe that irrespective of the position of power we find ourselves in, being humane should be pausing and putting ourselves in the shoes of the person we're interacting with. Imagining that, had we been in the same situation, how would we like to be treated, even though we never see ourselves in the same situation? Yes, maybe that is how you were brought up. Maybe that is the only way you thought it ought to be done. But can you just pause a moment and be humane? Think about it. You felt hungry and had your meals. What about the other person? We are all humans, and being humane should disregard anyone's position of power, influence, or the amount of wealth they've acquired. It should just be, I am human, you are human. Let us all have a chance to be humans and live as humans. Being humane should be blind to religion. No matter how much I may believe that my faith is better or more real than yours, at some point we must just pause, relate to one another as humans. Humans who were given the privilege to be born on the same earth. Humans graced with the same air to breathe, the same sunshine, and the same chance at life. Being humane should be blind to color, that no matter what color we have, we would be in a position to say, yes, I am black, but we are both here, both humans, same body organs and features, and for that reason, I will always make room for us to coexist as though you are my brother from another mother. And at some point, being humane is to go back and be like a little child who was born with no regard to color, religion, or the amount of wealth someone acquires. A child who would kiss and hug another child whether they looked like them or not. A little child would share a meal if another child doesn't have any, because a little child, like you and I once were, was just born on this earth, and unfortunately to grow up and be taught about different colors, different religions, and different classes. And if we can just teach our children the importance of being humane by being humane ourselves, then this world will be a harmony of love, peace, and joy for us all.
Go naganela motho e se taba ya gore o itse motho kgotsa ga o mo itse, e le taba ya gore o na le pelo ya go thusa mang le mang, o na le kutlwelo botlhoko go o mongwe le o mongwe o mmonang a le mo tsietsing kgotsa a le mo bothateng. So wena, you are that person e leng gore wa tsena it's like it's a gift, or it can be a calling ya gago ya gore wena o motho wa go thusa. So ke ka mokgwa nka itlhaloganyang ka teng gore bona o tlamehile o bane le pelo, tlamehile o bane le lerato, and dilo tse tsotlhe tse it's all about love. So ke ka mokgwa nka itlhalosang ka teng, go fa o sa kgathaletse gore ke mang, wa mo itse ga o mo itse, kwa gena se wa ka gene. Ke a leboga.
When asked what being human means to me, I think of compassion, self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, and self-awareness. I think we all have a brief different understanding of what it means to be human, but I briefly believe that the most important elements of being any human is having a spirit that does not judge others, a compassionate heart that's willing to understand those you don't even know, and self-awareness, being able to correct yourself and those around you with compassion and love.
Being humane is basically just being kind in your words and in your actions. So everything that you do and everything that you say to another person is something that you wouldn't mind getting it back. So if it hurts, then it means it was inhumane. So being humane is just being kind and being considerate of other people. We are emotional beings. We go through a lot on a day to day. We don't need each other's words or actions bringing us down. So by you being humane, is you being a little bit extra kind.
Good day, everyone. I'm glad you're listening to me. I trust you're all doing fine. And being human, essential, being considerate for the next individual. I believe in just doing good deeds for other people that will contribute to being a human and establishing a spirit of humanity, to be nice and caring towards other people with respect, love, and kindness. Because we are not like animal. They don't have love, they don't have peace, they don't enjoy life. So to be kind and love and peace is showing that you are a good caring person towards other people. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.
Being humane is being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and think about how the particular situation that person finds themselves in would make you feel as an individual. And as a result of that, show empathy and understanding towards that other person. When I think about humanness, I immediately think of Ubuntu. Do unto others as you will have them do towards you. I think of pure Africanicity, where people treat each other with love, respect, share the little that they have with each other without being condescending towards one another, and coexisting in a peaceful and harmonious way.
Humane derives from the word humility, and humility is exactly the nature in which God intended for us. When God created man to have feelings, to have emotion, to be compassionate. Even the Bible, if you refer to the nature of Jesus, it speaks about how compassionate he was. It says when he saw them, he was filled with compassion, for they were like a sheep without a shepherd. It takes me to what is currently happening in South Africa. Just to give a very practical example, in Devon, there was a building that was burning, and there is a woman who had a child. I think it was in the second or third floor. She was in the balcony, and the whole building was burning. People who were on the ground floor, they didn't think about it. They didn't advertise it that let's gather to catch the baby. It was the first natural instinct of compassion that filled them, and they quickly ran, and they prepared their hand to receive the baby, and the mother just threw the baby with faith that they are going to catch her or him. But the reality of the matter is nobody told them what to do, and they didn't go to school for it or anything. It's a natural instinct. A lot of people who have children, they will tell you there is that parental instinct. I think that's where a lot of compassion comes from, when you are in a position to love without condition. That's what's up.